Welcome to our lesson on fungal and protist diseases. The key questions for today are 1. What is a fungus? 2. What is a protist? 3. What diseases are caused by a fungus? 4. What diseases are caused by a protist? 5. What is a vector? The key terms you will need to know are vector, fever, fungicide, mosquito, photosynthesis. A fungus is a single-celled eukaryotic microorganism. They have cell walls made out of chitin, which makes them different to plant cells. Fungi produce spores, which can be carried in the air. Direct contact with an infected organism and indirect contact with things they have touched can cause fungal diseases to spread. Examples of fungal diseases include ringworm and athlete's foot. Rose black spot is a fungal disease that affects plants. Rose black spot can be spread by water or wind, and it infects roses. Rose black spot causes black or purple spots to develop on the rose's leaves. This reduces the amount of photosynthesis the plants can carry out. The leaves eventually die, turning yellow and falling to the ground. Rose black spot can be treated with chemicals that kill fungi called fungicides, or by removing and destroying infected leaves. Another fungal plant disease is ash dieback, which causes leaves to fall and lesions to appear on the bark. To prevent ash dieback from spreading, the trees need to be cut down and destroyed. Task. Rose black spot is a fungal disease that affects roses. Plant A is infected with rose black spot. Which plant is most likely to become infected next? Extension. Give a reason for your answer. The answer is plant C. Plant C is most likely to become infected next with rose black spot as the fungus is spread by the wind and the wind is blowing towards plant C, so the fungal spores will be carried from plant A to plant C. Protists are single-celled eukaryotic microorganisms with no cell walls. Protists must be carried by a vector. A vector is an organism that carries a disease between different organisms. It is typically a biting insect, such as a tick or mosquito. Mosquitoes are a vector for the protist disease malaria. Malaria causes a recurrent fever which can prove fatal. People can be treated with anti-malarial drugs, but these do not always work. Malaria is caused by a protist that lives in the saliva of a mosquito. The protist is transferred to a human when they are bitten. Only female mosquitoes carry malaria. Mosquitoes pick up the malarial protist when they bite an infected person. The protist spends some of its life cycle in the mosquito. When the mosquito bites someone else, the protist is transferred into the person, infecting the liver and then the blood. Task. How can you prevent catching malaria? To prevent malaria, a person should prevent being bitten by a mosquito. This can be done in several ways. Mosquito nets around sleeping areas stop mosquitoes being able to get close enough to bite. Long-sleeved clothes also block the skin, so mosquitoes cannot gain access. Insect repellent can also deter mosquitoes from biting. In some countries where malaria is common, the populations of mosquitoes are controlled by killing the mosquitoes with pesticides and preventing them from breeding by removing or treating the water pools that they require. Extension. Evaluate the ways to reduce the spread of malaria. Reducing the spread of malaria includes preventing mosquito bites. By using nets and repellent, people can discourage mosquitoes from biting them. This does not affect the population size of the mosquitoes. Mosquitoes can also be killed and prevented from breeding. This requires the use of chemicals that can be bad for the environment. This will also decrease the population size of the mosquitoes. This could mean that other organisms are affected as their food source is reduced. However, these measures would save lives and help prevent people from contracting malaria. Task. The number of deaths from malaria has been reducing. This is attributed to the increased use of mosquito nets. What else could cause the drop in the number of deaths? Management of mosquito populations, increased measures such as wearing long sleeves or repellent, and better healthcare could all contribute to the drop in deaths from malaria.